everybody. So today I'm gonna paint the angry face. It's already baked and I smoothed it out and added a few more wrinkles for details. And I'm gonna start by shading the skin, and I'm gonna use Genesis. I'm using a darker skin color. I'm not sure what number of the skin color it is because of Genesis is very oily and the tags end up falling. So but just use a darker than your skin color, and I'm gonna add everywhere that I want it to look deeper. I'm looking at the reference and just copying the colors, so everywhere that I want to like a contouring, just like making contouring in makeup. And I really want to go that this color goes inside the wrinkles, so we can add inside like that, and then you can clean up the tops, just like rub your fingers, and then it will be only inside the wrinkles, and that's gonna help to show the wrinkles better. Look at the difference, you can already see. And then if you think it's not enough, just go with a darker color and do the same thing. It's important that the paint has a little bit of oil. I'm just using mineral oil this time, just so it gets thinner and goes easier inside the wrinkles. Just test it out, how much oil you want to put. I don't put too much. If you see, it's just here you can see I added some oil and rub, so my paint is not so thick, but also not too thin. I'm gonna add inside the nostrils. And same thing in this eye. I'm gonna add everywhere just so it gets in the wrinkles, and then I'll clean up. And it's important when you clean up, try to just slightly rub so it doesn't get the paint out of the wrinkles. It just gets the top of it out where your fingers can't reach. So that's why I use my fingers. If you use a Q-tip or something else, you might be able to remove from inside the wrinkles, and you don't want that. There we go. You can see much more wrinkles in and the expressions as well. So same thing here, just adding to mark the wrinkles better. I added some wrinkles here, even though she doesn't have a neck. This would be connected to the neck. There's some wrinkles on the cheeks, so I'm gonna add here too, why not? And clean up. There. Same thing here. Also adding here just to show the tempora that is deeper. Cleaning up on top of the wrinkles a bit. Add to this tempora bone here too. And then here I don't remove as much, just spread. There we go. And some inside the lips here. And around the chin. And also there's some wrinkles here that I want to show, so I'm just gonna add and clean. There you go. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna add under the lips here, just on the inside, just like we do with the eyes, just to give shade inside the lips so you can see that there's depth. Then if it gets to the teeth, it doesn't matter. You can clean up if you don't want messed up teeth, or if you want messed up teeth, just let it be, because that's a pretty good color to dirty teeth too. Not dirty, but you know, not too white teeth. There we go. All right, so first layer is ready. I'm gonna bake that, and I'll be back to paint the second layer. Okay, so now this is baked, and I'm gonna start using the reds. I will use Spirally Red, and I always like starting some with the nose. I do have a little bit of oil, and I'm gonna spread that. I'm just adding some right now. I'm gonna add some to her cheeks. And some to the forehead. Some to the forehead, and I'm tapping with my fingers, but you can use a dry brush as well. Some to the chin. And I'm gonna get a thinner brush to do the lips. Can also do the gum if you want. There's not really like a lip mark. So I'm not gonna go crazy with that. And I'm going to use this brush, the same brush that I was using. I'm just gonna remove the oil and the paint, and then I'm gonna start just spreading the paint around. That's also gonna make it look lighter. You can spread it out. So now she has quite a bit of red, and I'm gonna add some to the bottom lip as well. With my thinner brush. I wanna add inside. And we can add some gum. I need my glasses to do the gum, so I won't be doing it here. And I'm going to spread the lips. So with that, I already have the highlights where I didn't add any paint. It got pretty bright and I like it. So I won't be adding any lighter color to the face because the clay, the plain clay is already working as highlights. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of the darker brown, just burnt umber. And I'm just gonna add some to her eyebrows. Kind of tapping my brush to give the hair effect. A little bit to this side. And I'm not adding much, and I'm not going to add much. I'm just gonna keep it light. Here's too much, I'll just tap it. The good thing about this paint again is that it just gets dried out once you baked, so you can work on it and clean up. It won't mess up the bottom layer because it's already baked. That's it. And I'm also going to add some right inside the eyes, which I prefer to do with my glasses, but I'll try to use the phone as a... Try to get my glasses here. Quite hard to do it, keeping in the camera and with the glasses. So it's just in the inside. You can also add some to the line here, the top line. Maybe let some go inside the wrinkles if the wrinkle didn't get darker. Sorry, my dog is barking. That's pretty good. And just so it's not too dark, I will press a little bit with my brush to get it lighter. Just clean up a bit. So that's good. I like that. I'm gonna add some to the bottom as well. Just to give some depth to the eyes and do some contouring. We could add some red to the eyes as well. I'm just going to put some just inside the wrinkles here. Very light, just to give more contrast in the main wrinkles that I want to show. So I guess I like that. Much better than that. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. I'm just tapping to brighten and spread a little bit. But I already like that. All right, so I'm gonna bake this and I will come back to see if I will add any other colors and more layers or if I'll just keep it simple. So this is baked, and as you guys can see, we could stop in here. It's a good face already, realistic, but we can also keep on going and add some different style to it. So I'm gonna show this color that is blue vein. It's very good for making veins, and you can also use for shading. So I'm gonna tap my brush to it with a dried brush. Let me show what I'm doing here. So I'm not adding any oil, I'm just tapping the brush and cleaning up to get it just slight like this, just to make it a little slightly bluish. And I'm gonna add some in some areas too. So I look in the picture and I see the shade here, it's a bit of greenish, so we can add some greenish shades as well inside the eyes where it's darker. Can get a little bit more. Clean up. So instead of letting the shades just on the brown side, you can go for like the greenish, and this is the result. You can't add too much. It's going to be too well. I mean, if you want like a darker style, then yeah, go ahead with the greens, blues. You see the difference this side, and in here I didn't add, so we only have the brown here, and here we have like this bluish shades. Just clean up and spread. Give it a little bit of more realism to the face. You can go ahead and tap whatever you think it's gonna look cool, or whatever you look at the face and see some bluish shades. There you go. Alright, so this is the blue, and we can also add some purple. This is, I forget, Phaeton purple, something like that. I got this paint so long ago. They like, it takes a long time to need to buy more. So it's a good investment if you don't have that paint. It's expensive, but it lasts a long time. So I'm gonna go crazier with the purples. I will clean up that. I'm not gonna leave that much, but just gonna, you know, get in there and let it happen. Okay, I'm gonna clean up here. That's too much. With the purple, it's okay. If you go more, it doesn't really change colors. I'm adding some oil to clean up because I think I went too much here. But if you use yellow, then you have to be careful because the yellow can give you some trouble. I'm just gonna tap. This looks, now it's bright in here and you can really see what I did. Let me get rid of the oil so you can see what's under. Add more red here. I want the forehead to look like she's angry and reddish. All right, and now if you think that you did too much, you can either clean with a Q-tip or your fingers, or you can also add some lighter skin color and mix it up so you don't completely remove the color like I want to do in here. Just go with the bright, lighter skin color. I stop in here because here usually is the head, the hair, or whatever, hat, or if she's bald then you have to go the full head, but we're just working face expressions, so that's good enough. So this is just to show the purple and green options. Now, so I'm gonna show that you can clean up a little bit. So I'm gonna get paper towel and tap it. If you think it's too much, I think it's a little bit too much, so I'm gonna tap it. There you go. I like that better. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys how to add some veins. She has, if you look in the image, you see some veins in the forehead, and you can add, or you don't have to, again. So I'm getting some of the blue vein, and with a little bit of oil, catching some here, and again, I will remove the excessive paint. You don't want too much. And I'm gonna add some very slight, very light vein right over here. There, and if you want it even lighter, just get the paper towel or Q-tip and tap over, but don't spread, just tap. This way, and you make it a nice vein over there. And you can add more. I mean, it's just I'm adding just to show the vein. All right, so I guess that's it. I'm gonna add some more greenish shades in the ones that I want to show deeper. Just with the thin brush, adding some of this blue vein. The name is blue vein, but it's teal. It's a bit dark teal. It's between blue and green. There you go. I like that. And sometimes when we add the purples and start adding darker colors, you lose a little bit of the shades because it gets too light comparing to what we had before. So you can always redo, like come here and add some more shading after you bake this layer. So that makes it show a little bit more. Because when you do the shade in a very light color, it shows a lot, but as you add darker colors to the skin, then you kind of lose these shades a little bit. Then you can redo it. I won't redo it here because there's no point, because I already taught. But if you feel that your shades disappear too much, then just go ahead and add some more of it. All right, and you can also add some spots for like old age if you want. You can look at the picture, she has a feel, but I won't be doing that. I'm done here. I'm gonna bake. So this is the final result. I redid the shades, the wrinkle shades, and just because it disappeared too much. And I hope you guys enjoy this class and see you next week. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.